It's interesting because, as you say, Ether 12, we tend to focus on faith or we focus on weakness, but actually mentioned more than either of those words is the word hope in this chapter. It's mentioned 8 times.
8 times, wow.
So clearly Moroni wants us to learn about this. Probably the place to start is verse 4, which is where he introduces hope kind of in the mouth of Ether. And Ether teaches in verse 4, "Whoso believeth in God might with surety hope for a better world. Yea, even a place at the right hand of God, which hope cometh of faith, maketh an anchor to the souls of men, which would make them sure and steadfast, always abounding in good works, being led to glorify God." And I think our key for defining hope there is the phrase that hope cometh of faith. I think my favorite explanation of this comes from Dr. Joe Spencer, who I know is a guest on the show sometimes. And he says that hope is when we draw the implications of our faith for the future. So for instance, I have faith that Jesus Christ rose from the dead. That's a part of my testimony. But it's one thing to believe firmly that that happened in the past, and it's another to think ahead to, okay, so what does that mean for me in the future? Well, it means that I will live again. It means that when my dad succumbs to his diabetes, that's not going to be the end of our relationship. I can still sneak chocolate out of his candy cupboard for eternity. We can understand why that would make our souls steadfast and sure, because once we do that work of drawing those implications, that's what starts to generate the emotions that should come from our faith.